What? Is that what you'd say if you actually saw it like that? You didn't know me. Oh my God. How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to another educational beauty video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you my top 3 foundations of every finish. I feel like it's good to have a selection so that you can actually choose out of the best for every finish. Now if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'm over on Instagram, so please come say hi there too. Now let's jump straight into the video. This is something I feel like everyone needs to know. What are the best foundations in every finish? And I'm talking about matte finish, dewy finish, and then that barely there finish, because I know there are so many of you guys who wear foundation, but it's like literally barely there because you probably don't need too much coverage. So I want to kind of like tick all the boxes and make sure I get foundations there for everyone. I know we could really spread it out and go into like best foundation for acne prone skin, best foundation for sensitive skin. Tell me if you want to see a video like that, which is a lot more kind of like literally covering every type of skin type as well. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. I'm going to be showing you the top 3 foundations of every finish. So this isn't like number 3 and then one above that is number 2 and then the best one is number 1. I'm not talking about, okay, at the number 1 spot or anything like that. I'm just giving you the top 3 and I'm going to explain to you what the pros of these foundations are, and I'm also going to tell you which is my personal favorite out of each category. So let's get started with the first finish. Now this finish is all about getting a matte finish. This is perfect if you want that really nice kind of opaque finish, so there's not like any shine, everything is really nice and matte, and that's my personal favorite too. So let's go with the first one. The first one is the Dior Forever Matte Foundation. Now this foundation I absolutely love. The good thing about this is it has a skincare base to it. So basically the product is infused with floral skincare. Now I initially thought, oh my God, you know, is this going to be good? Floral skincare, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. But honestly, it's absolutely great. The good thing about this foundation, it is matte, it stays all day, but also at the end of the day, you don't get that horrible kind of look to it where you can start seeing bumps under the skin. I know you know what I'm talking about because that happens with a lot of us, where at the end of the day, you just start seeing this. It's like, oh my God, am I breaking out? Like, what's going on? And it just looks really kind of like overly, you know, like you like lived in, like you've had it on way too long. That doesn't happen with this. So I love this foundation. Nothing bad happens to my skin. I actually feel like it's looking after my skin, and it's really easy to blend in, and the coverage isn't ridiculous. Like, it's not cakey at all. So this is a foundation I absolutely love. Plus I feel like the bottle lasts so long. Like, I've had this one for quite a while now, and I'm like, I keep thinking to myself, I need, like, you know, when I need to get a new one, I want to know beforehand because I want to make sure I have one ready. But yeah, it hasn't run out yet and I've had it for quite a while. Also, this doesn't transfer and it stays put all day, and it has SPF 20 in there, so that's another good thing about this product. Then we have Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now, I know you probably are thinking, well, I haven't seen you talk about Double Wear much, and I haven't seen you really use it much in your videos. Well, recently I have been, and there's a video that's going to be coming out soon where I'm going to be showing you how you can use this foundation. I don't know if they've changed the formula from right at the beginning, like years ago, because years ago I used to find it really cakey, but now I absolutely love this foundation, and it's SPF 10. It does genuinely stay put, and it genuinely has no transfer. It's a matte finish, and I love this foundation. I feel like if you're looking for a matte foundation that actually stays put, this is another one of my all-time favorites. Next, we have the Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation from Hourglass. This is a foundation that I feel gives you a really nice matte finish, but not overly matte. You know, I feel like it doesn't like look dry or anything. Neither do the other two foundations, but you know, for a foundation which literally covers everything and does get rid of any kind of imperfections and any dark circles as well. To be honest, you might feel that you don't even need a concealer with this. I feel like it's really nice that it isn't drying on the skin. It's very easy to blend into the skin as well. I do feel like you are less likely to need powder with this foundation. It's a foundation that I feel like you can layer up if you need to. Like if you want to get a very light natural finish from it, you can if you go with a very small amount and you apply it with a brush, but you can also get a much heavier finish, like a full coverage finish with it if you use a sponge and just layer on the product a little bit more carefully. And the next finish is the dewy finish. So something which basically looks dewy on your skin, and it doesn't look matte, but it also doesn't look like wet, you know? So it looks like there's a really nice kind of sheen to your skin where it looks natural, and it just looks a bit more three-dimensional. You don't have to worry so much about kind of sculpting because your natural contours of your face are naturally going to show anyway because you're wearing a dewy foundation, and it doesn't look so dry close up either. So it looks more like skin, I feel. And I think it's probably a quite widely popular finish as well. And we're going to start off with Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. This has to be one of my favorite dewy skin foundations because I feel like it does give you that really nice dewy finish, but also I feel like it gives me that great coverage, and that's something I used to find lacking in dewy finish foundations. So this for me is one of my favorites. I feel like it literally feels like it's just gliding onto the skin, and I can't really describe the texture of it. It's liquid, but it's almost like in between a cream and liquid, like a thicker cream and liquid. So it's not overly runny. It's very easy to use, and it has this natural radiance in there, which I love. So it genuinely does make your skin look like its best self. And I love the fact that you can layer this up even more if you want to. And the shade range is actually pretty good. Next, we have the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. This is one of my recent favorites because I didn't realize I was going to love it so much. Like I was thinking, okay, this is just another foundation. And I tried it on, I think it was like last month. And I was like, wow, it is stunning. And it gives the most soft focus finish to your skin. And your skin doesn't look shiny. It just looks like a very natural dew to it. Does that make sense? A natural dew? A natural dewiness. But it genuinely does give you that really nice kind of soft glow finish to your skin, and I would highly recommend this because if you can find your shade in this, I can guarantee you're going to love this foundation. It literally glides on so easily, but it's not too thick. Like it comes out quite thin, the liquid, and you kind of think, okay, what is this even going to do? Is this more of a barely there foundation? But it actually isn't. You can layer it up and it gives you the most stunning finish to your skin. I don't feel like you really need to wear much powder with the whole selection of the dewy foundation category, so you don't have to use a lot of powder with that. Maybe on the areas that maybe you feel you need it, on your smile lines or like under eyes and things, but otherwise your skin looks great just with the foundation on. Next is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is a foundation that I feel like I wear it, I love it because it actually gives a really nice radiant look to my skin. And then I kind of, because of what I do, I end up using other foundations and then I forget about it and then I go back and use it and I'm like it's amazing, I love it. So I genuinely feel that this is exactly as the name, like it's a light reflecting foundation. I feel like it kind of gives you that inner glow to your skin, but it doesn't kind of show off the imperfections. It does somehow manage to kind of hide those little imperfections that you may have. It is a really nice dewy foundation that gives you great coverage too, and I think that it has a great shade range, so I feel like anyone can more or less find their shade in NARS. Yeah, I think this is a foundation that you're going to love if you love a dewy finish but you also want that lit from within glow. And now it's time for the Barely There finish. Now this is the type of finish that I feel like you don't really hear the term when you kind of shop for foundations. Like we all know about matte, we all know about dewy, we all know about like semi-matte or skin tint and things like that. This category, I named it as Barely There Foundation because I really wanted to show you the foundations, whether they fall under light coverage, skin tints or whatever they are called, I don't care. I wanted to show you the top 3 foundations in the Barely There category that actually look like it's barely there. Because I don't care what it says in the bottle. You know me well enough by now to know I don't care what it says in the bottle, what it's meant to be used for, what it says it gives you that kind of look. I'm more interested in how it actually looks on the skin. How does it actually look? If it says it's a skin tint, I'm not going to look at someone who wears a skin tint and then be like, oh, that's a really nice skin tint. You know, so I'm going to just go by barely there foundation, because I see some people wear foundations which are barely, like, it looks like it's barely there, but they can get away with it and it just looks like second skin. So that's what we're going to be going through in this category. The first one is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Skin Tint. This is actually a very, very nice, like, I don't know, call it what you want to call it. It's a skin tint as what it says here, but it literally does give you the most, like, it's just like a veil of color. Don't worry about, this isn't about coverage for this category. This is all about like giving you that veil of color, and it's second skin. That's it, right? And it kind of like, I feel like it just ties everything together, so it just has a very subtle blurring effect, and that's it. This product is amazing for that, because I feel like if you have quite mature skin as well, so those of you mature ladies out there watching this video, it's going to be great for you. I used this on my mum when I did her tutorials a little while back, and she absolutely loved it too. So it's a product that I think that you are going to love if you just want that second skin kind of feel to your, or look to your base. Now it's time for the iconic Dior Face and Body Foundation. This is something I feel like I will never ever get rid of, because it is not a skin tint, it is actually a foundation. And funnily, they say it's a full coverage foundation, but I feel like it ticks every box. Like, if you want it as a full coverage foundation, you can use it as that, but you can very easily use this as a veil of color, second skin, not much coverage. You have the option, and that's why I love this for barely there makeup, because I can achieve that barely there makeup with it, but I can also add more layers if I want it to be a lot more of a kind of higher coverage for myself. So this is something that I think you are going to love, because I think a lot of people may get scared from this just by hearing that it's a full coverage foundation. It genuinely, don't let that fool you, because it really, it can be used as just second skin. What I tend to do is use a small drop, and you can also mix it with your moisturizer as well, and then just brush it over the face. Even a small drop on the face without mixing it into anything is going to give you that really nice veil of color. As long as you've moisturized underneath properly, you'll get that really nice kind of just barely there look. So this is a product I feel like everyone should have. Next up is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So they have several shades in this. You're bound to find the color that's right for you. It's a very fluid liquid formula, and I feel like you can build it up, but it gives you the most stunning finish with just one layer. And it kind of gives you, I'd say that it gives you a little bit of a step up from barely there. So like, it just, you've got that barely there look, but it perfects it. It gives you that flawlessness to your skin, if that's even a word, flawlessness. But anyway, it's now, yeah, it's a foundation I think you're gonna love. It's very buildable, very easy to blend in. It's a product that I think that once you find your shade, I think you're gonna love it, because when you look up close up to your skin, you're like, wow, how has that perfected my skin so much? I hope that, you know, that kind of like this whole category is something that has been really beneficial to you guys. And that's the end of my barely there category. So I really do hope that this has all helped you in some way. And if you have any questions about any of these makeup products, then do let me know in the comments box below. But I haven't forgotten, I need to tell you what my favorite is out of each category. So in the matte category, my favorite is the Dior Forever Matte. That's my favorite one, and my shade is 3W. Now in the dewy category, my favorite, this is a tough one. It was in between Charlotte Tilbury and Hourglass. I think I'm gonna go for Hourglass. It's the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, and my shade is 10.5. My favorite used to be the Charlotte Tilbury one, but the Hourglass is kind of like taken over. Now the barely there category, my favorite, okay, it's got to be the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. It's the ultimate barely there foundation for me. So yeah, I really do hope this whole video has been beneficial to you. If you do want to see a video which is focused on every type of kind of skin type, like the best foundation for dry skin, best foundation for acne prone skin, best foundation for oily skin, let me know in the comments box below and I will make sure I do it for you. Don't forget, there's a super thanks button. So it really means so much to me if you can like support my channel and help me to reinvest back into my channel. So that little button there is just for you guys to show your support, because as you know, I'm so transparent on my videos. I give you everything. I don't hold anything back. Yeah, it would be really good, because it means that I can then do things like, you know, upgrade my equipment and just make this channel better for you, hire models. You know, like, it's really difficult to find people who are happy to be a model in front of the camera who are not maybe signed up to an agency, who can also kind of perform well on camera for you guys, like you know, like moving so that you can see everything properly. So yeah, it would really help me. So please do show your support, and I will be sure to give you a shout out, give you a little message back, and show you my appreciation too. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you have the best day ever, and it's full of love and loads of laughter. I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I hope you've managed to find your favorite foundation within each of these categories. Now, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.